Well, I've done boats in the Maldives and I've done boats in Kashmir, but it's time to head to Bangalore in the south for another very Indian mode of transport, the railway train. The musicians and the celebrations you see are not for any wedding. They are the greeting offered to travellers who board the Golden Chariot in Bangalore. Karnataka Tourism, which runs the Golden Chariot, has set out to create a luxury experience on rails. And I, in my quest for bespoke luxury experiences, have turned up here to see how a custom-made train journey can be turned into something much more memorable. There's something vaguely surreal about being on a train that has Wi-Fi, television, a business center, a spa, a gymnasium, 2 dining cars, a fully functioning bar. This is nothing like any train that I've traveled on. I guess the model is a cruise ship, except of course that we're on land. It's not quite the ship of the desert, but it's certainly the ship of the Deccan. The train is not just a means of transport, it becomes your home for the duration of your journey. You get the sort of treatment that you would get in a deluxe hotel, and you expect all the facilities that you would find in a more landlocked and stationary hostelry. Unusually for Indian trains, there is an actual dining car with a kitchen attached. The chefs here don't just make every meal while the train is hurtling down the tracks, but they also pride themselves on baking their own bread in a moving train and in turning out the sort of cuisine you would expect to find in a fine dining restaurant. Just as the Golden Chariot has a dining car, one of its facilities is a fully equipped drinking car, a very nice bar. Great, thank you. You know, one of the reasons I was keen on doing this segment in a train was because of the romance of the rail. As airlines become more and more popular, as fewer and fewer people travel by rail out of choice, the railways are pushed into a second-ratedness. They're part of the India of my childhood, of a vanishing India. But when you come on this train, you drink wine in this bar, you realize this has nothing to do with vanishing India. This is an India that never was. The Golden Chariot has an advantage over the Orient Express in the sense that we're actually in the Orient. And tonight, the train chef has promised to play on the Oriental theme, a custom-made dinner cooked and served entirely in a moving train. We've discussed the menu and decided that as the Golden Chariot is run by Karnataka Tourism, we should pay homage to the cuisine of that state and do a dinner that's dedicated to the cuisine of Karnataka. Okay, so now we're properly in Karnataka. These papra are nice, but they're sort of generically South Indian. And these chilies, no doubt you will tell me, are generically South Indian, but I associate them with Karnataka. They're not that hot. They're stuffed with masala, with curd. They're called curd chilies. They're very nice. And this is actually my favorite. It's a fish called the kane, which used to be quite a humble fish eaten in homes in Karnataka, but it's now been gentrified and friendlified, and you find in all kinds of fancy restaurant menus. Okay.
Kori roti, sun-dried.
Okay. That's a lot of thalis.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm beginning to get a little worried. This looks like it's going to be a lot of food. And so the food keeps coming. Katori after katori, curry after curry, dish after dish. As the service continues, I'm actually quite overwhelmed. Partly it's because I can't believe that this very elaborate meal has been cooked specially for me, and partly because it's just too much food. By the time the chef arrives to explain the dishes to me, I'm struggling to make sense of what is going on.
Very
How are you, chef?
fine.
Nice to see you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Now
much.
I'd ask for food from all over Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what's what.
We have made kurgi chicken from the Coorg
This is
region.
kurgi chicken,
Yes,
yeah?
sir.
Okay.
This is kurgi chicken. Then we have prawn, Karwari prawn.
Now what's the difference if I was to ask you about the Karwari dish and the Kurgi dish?
In Karwari prawn, we have roasted all the whole spices, coriander whole, cumin seeds, bedge chili, peppercorn, and then make into fine paste.
Okay.
And it is finished with coconut milk. Whereas in kurgi chicken, it's a very simple recipe with cumin seed and coconut paste first, then coriander whole and your red chili paste, and they toss it in.
So this is coconut paste, this is coconut milk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, then what else?
Then we have got this is tingly talsian. It's a gherkin this thing.
Is cashew nut part of the original recipe or this is your own addition?
No, I have created.
You
I have
added it.
picked
I
up some.
thought so.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
tell me about the bangan.
It is a small green brinjal.
Wonderful.
With corn, roasted peanut is there.
And the potatoes?
Potato, aloo udaigiri. Again, it's a deep fried small baby potato, and we made a fine powder with cumin seeds, peppercorn whole, curry leaves,
Okay.
red chili whole. Yes,
And
sir.
this, the porridge like
This is turai. It is made in a curd-based gravy.
this is roti.
This kori roti
This is
is
what?
made up of rice.
This
It is from
it is
Mangalore.
from Mangalore. I've
Yes,
had it a
sir.
lot in Mangalore. Let's try your gravies.
Yes, sir. Hope you enjoyed all the food.
I like the kurgi gravy.
Yes, sir.
As you can probably see, as wonderful as the food is, there's just too much of it, and I'm barely able to make a dent in the massive meal they've made for me. Great, yes, thank you. It was very nice. You enjoyed it. So, this is sapaki paisa. Okay. Great, thank you. The romance of the rail. You have a really great meal. You stare tensely at your glass thinking it's going to drop any time. And then you eat a parcel. What could be even better? And so my journey goes on. I've sailed the Indian Ocean with dolphins. I've covered myself with the finest handmade Kashmiri pashmina in a shikara on the Dal Lake. And I've experienced a train that is more luxurious than any train ride I've ever known before. But there are more things to do and many more places to go to, because India calls and the journey continues. Special, unique, and yes, custom made.